I'm pissed.
What's new about that?
No, this time I'm emulating your energy.
He didn't get a snack.
I have a problem with one of our fans.
Singling out one person.
And that one person is your sister.
Yeah.
So
talks a lot of smack.
Yeah. But the thing is,
but in text messages,
after the podcast is done, we upload it. She's so amazing. My cousin. I love her to death.
Wow, that switched out really quickly.
You know, it's
I'm pissed at her. She's amazing.
Well, she's amazing because she watches the podcast and she's actively listening. Yeah. This is part of her wind down time because you know she's making moves in the world.
Yeah. That's what you're mad about?
She's the most successful one in our family. I'll say it. But, and to quote Nomi, it's a very big but. She watches our content and then she'll comment through text message to both of us. Yeah. She won't ever just
comment on the video.
Just comment on the video. Come on now.
Help us out.
You know? It's, that way,
but you don't have to get too offensive in the comments. Exactly. You can use the offensive to the text messages.
She is ruthless. When I called out Hasanabi, she was like, "You're not messing with my man." So, we welcome it. But hey, thanks for supporting us. Me not picking a bone with one of our fans.
Yeah, she's gonna stop watching after this.
Yeah, no. wait, please. We go from 128 to 127.
Yeah, like, I know who that was.
I know exactly who that was.
Oh look, -1 subscriber.
No. We have to go on an adventure to find more subscribers. But you know who else goes on an adventure? Me trying to segue here.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Before we get into it, what up, everybody, and welcome to the No Logic Game podcast. Shoot, to my right we have.
I didn't even interrupt.
Do you want to maybe?
The podcast where you know logic or you have no logic.
You want to maybe write this in that book down there?
So. I was doing our outro.
Thank you so much for joining us. This was just a podcast about one person.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell icon.
Do it. Hit the bell icon. Hit that bell icon. See ya. No. But to my right, we have Rizzy.
What's up, guys?
And to my left, we have Nomi.
Uncharted.
You guys.
So this is a near and dear segment.
This is a near and dear segment.
Yeah. Well, not a segment. This is the whole thing.
This is the whole thing.
It's not a segment.
It's the whole thing.
This is near and dear.
This is near and dear. But we're taking it back to the classics, in this one, because Uncharted is near and dear to me specifically.
My game.
It's another game that you introduced to me.
We've gone over this before.
I've gone over this.
I feel like I'm not original at all because I always steal your games and I always end up taking credit for this is so near and dear to me. But I heard my cousin gave it to me or gave it to me. But this game, before I get into it,
you can keep it, but you can't have it.
Yeah, that's what he said. In fact, anytime he lets me borrow a game, he'll say, "Here you go, Raheem," or Blue. In that case, Raheem. But he said, you can hold on to this game for a really long time. But when I ask for it back,
I
want it back.
That's
and
right.
It's only been 14 years.
I haven't asked for it back yet, apparently.
But that day will come.
That day.
Hey, Blue. I want it back.
Honestly, you may not get the original back. You may get like another version of it.
I want my original back.
It's because he sold it.
Impossible, actually. I don't know where it is. That's the thing.
Was it lost in the fire?
This is so tragic, but every time you mention our house burning down, it's just funny. It wasn't even my house. It was the house in front of me. But this game. Rizzy, I want to hear you talk about this game.
I didn't finish playing the game.
Utter shame.
In his defense, that game goes on and on and on and on.
What are you talking about? It was the shortest, hardest game ever.
It's so long, bro. It's just like, is it gonna end now?
The first one?
Yeah, the first one. It just keeps going, man.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of like the same sequences every single time.
It just keeps going. I'm just like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah, but what was he doing in his life at that time? What were you doing in when did it come out?
Did he play it at that time?
07.
Oh, so what were you doing in 07?
Working. Going to school.
Fixing ATMs?
No, that was before
that
that
was
time.
before that time. Man, you've been working forever.
I've been working since I was 17.
Dude, have you had like a lot of odd jobs?
I've had quite a few.
Mm.
I've had quite a few.
He won't ever go into the specifics. He's like,
You
I've
know
done
what?
some
We
things.
will do a podcast specifically about where I work.
Yeah, let's do it. That'd be pretty interesting.
The timeline of Rizzy's jobs.
Yeah. It's like there's one part. I know the thumbnail for this. We could do. I got it. I'm always thinking about the thumbnails, though I never create any.
Yeah, we just talk about them.
One side, it's him like working in IT, just made it in life. There's another one where he's like a grave digger, right? And like working at 3:00 in the morning. the two spectrums, but this game here is so near and dear, and
So why is it near dear
it's a
for you?
It's a shame you didn't finish it, because if you did, you would have seen why it's a near and dear for me.
Nomi, let me borrow your copy.
I need it back.
Blue, let him borrow my copy.
For a really long time, and asked me about it in 14 years. But no, this game is actually very near and dear because it's just so much fun. This is the very first game, in my opinion, where you get to really embody the character and just go on a journey with them. Sure, there's Tomb Raider, right?
Mhm.
But that's more like, for simps, in my opinion.
It is the classic, though.
It is this classic, yeah, but like...
I feel like Uncharted has some of those DNA roots of Tomb Raider.
I
In
would
a
say
modern
so.
version.
Yeah.
Even a more modern version. One, it has the comedic factor because Nathan Drake is hilarious. Two, you really get to go into the background of each character development, and you just go into the fun adventure of climbing, jumping, and just looking for this for these artifacts. And each game has its own specific one, which, by the way, fun fact, every single artifact in said game is a true artifact, which is a myth in real life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's based off of a true.
It's based off of the
actual
true
thing.
one. Yeah. Like for the first one,
Really?
El Dorado, the Lost City of Gold. That's a true thing that archaeologists have been looking for. The second one, Uncharted 2, was about the Jintamani Stone. It was just so that's the Tibetan version of the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay.
Right?
Also from Harry Potter.
Yeah. No.
And
No.
if you'd watched the first movie, you'd know.
You would know
Well,
about the stone.
What you think about how you stopped Uncharted is how I stopped Harry Potter.
You
Anyways.
never even started Harry Potter, so you would have stopped if you
You
started.
call yourself a millennial.
Gen Z. But no, but and then the third one had to do with the ring, which had to do with more Sir Francis Drake and how he
Lord of the Rings. No, that's the wrong IP.
No.
One ring to rule them all.
No.
To rule them all.
And fourth one was Captain Henry Avery, which was the pirate who had a whole bunch of fortune in gold, and his ship sunk, and you have to go look for it.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack. No, what are you guys doing? What are you guys
Was that
doing?
too much of a stretch?
Yes.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
But the reason why it's so near and dear to me is because he let me borrow the game, and I played it, and it was so much. But before that, I played the demo, which I'll segue to you because you played the demo first.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's all you played because that's all. PS3 had.
When the PS3 first came out, I was like, well, I can't. Now that I've bought this $600 machine, I have no money to buy any actual games. Right, so I'm done. Like that's it. That's all my money.
You spend your life.
I got
savings.
the PS3 and it's over.
This is a lesson in budgeting.
Yeah. But what I could do was download a whole bunch of free games, free demos from the PlayStation Store. And that's what I did. I just downloaded a whole bunch of demos and I played them over and over and over and over again. And one of those was Uncharted. This looks like a kind of like shooter running in a shooter type of game.
Run and gun.
Yeah, run and gun. It was like I see the new stuff in it from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. Like I see it. It still looks kind of janky and weird, but it's the next revolution of this thing. And then it always ended after you climb this random ass wall in the demo, and it would just stop there. I'm like, I'm curious to know where this goes. I want to play more.
Yeah.
And I think eventually when I saved up enough money again, I actually bought the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. And then I think I went back and forth with it a lot. Like, hey, I would go far and then I would stop, and then I would go, and then I would just play something else and then go back to it. It was always something I went back to until I beat it.
The first one had a lot of jungle sequences in it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they said. It was a very A lot of jungle sequences, the more of the same thing. But in my opinion, and talking about favorites, has to be hands down Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was just, there was so much writing behind it.
That intro was magnificent.
Yeah.
The train climb.
Because you're like, wait, where the heck are you?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's how the game started. And you're like, what?
Yeah, right?
And then it flashbacks to
Flashbacks.
which is so cool. It's like, it's going to eventually lead up to this moment.
Exactly. Because they saw how good the first one did. And on top of that, the reason why I like Uncharted 2 is because there's so many different things going on. You get to the museum heist, and then you're in a jungle in Borneo, and then you're in Nepal, and then you make your way to Tibet. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of go everywhere. Like in the sense, there's more going on than the first one, and you're dealing with this psychopathic war criminal named Lazarevich, right? Right, and then and demon yetis finding this stone, and
well, now you're talking about part 2.
Huh?
Now you're talking about part 2.
That's
Uncharted
a different
2.
near and dear.
That's a different near and dear.
Uncharted 2. Oh yeah. I'm just
You're talking about Uncharted 2 at this point.
It's just my favorite. I know, but the whole series, right? And then 3 was also iconic. The walk in the desert was
the walk. Yeah,
I like the walk in the desert.
That's the one your plane crashes, right? And
yeah,
you're in the desert.
Okay. Exactly. And then there's 4, which was also very fun as well. I couldn't. 4 is really long, very story driven. But it's fine. Best way to wrap it up, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one thing that actually made me go to Uncharted was these are the same people who made freaking Crash Bandicoot
and Jack and Dexter.
And Jack and Dexter. So this was Naughty Dog, and you're like, you went from this game to this game.
That's true.
To what the hell is this game?
Yeah.
Like, it's like you went from Crash to Jack and Dexter to Uncharted. What a weird ass revolution.
Yeah, it's quite a step forward.
It's like, what the hell? Yeah, it's like you went from a platformer, 3D, all that Mario type of platforming games to an actual like run and gun shooter. Yeah. It's like, what the hell happened here? Yeah. And then they continued for that 4 games. Crazy.
Yeah, they kept going.
Yeah, man. And then that moved up to Last of Us. So
that's true.
That's crazy. Like, so that was one of the big attractive things to me. I'm like, whoa, this is the same people. And I love Crash Bandicoot. It's one of my favorite series, favorite mascots, favorite games of all time. Like, I absolutely love Crash Bandicoot. Like, I gotta play this,
Yeah. So, I mean, I like Naughty Dog because they're always so like. Because one, they were very consistent with Uncharted. I will say that.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that they were very consistent with Uncharted, unlike Last of Us. But that's just neither here and there. But on top of that, the voice acting for all these characters, it fits. The movie, what do you guys think?
Well, I love the movie, bro.
It had Nomi's favorite actor in it.
I don't like that.
Mark Wahlberg. That's right.
I saw that dude in Boston when the Mavericks were playing. They had a shot of fucking, and I was like, I almost puked in my mouth.
Let's small
segment. That was the part that actually ruined the game for you, right?
Small segment. Why do you not like Mark?
I just don't think he knows how to act.
We don't have enough time.
Yeah, I just don't think he acts well.
I think he did pretty good.
And he ruined the Transformer series. So yeah, that's that.
You preferred Shia LaBeouf?
I preferred Shia LaBeouf. I preferred the 1, 2, and 3. And then when that dumb 4th came out without Shia LaBeouf and with Mark Wahlberg, it completely ruined the whole series.
Let's not get into that because he can go on forever. But going back to Uncharted movie with Mark Wahlberg, in my opinion,
he makes a great Sullivan.
When I was here's the thing. When I was watching it, I was looking at Sully, who was played by Mark Wahlberg. I was thinking, why does this guy look more like Drake than Tom Holland?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think
right, doesn't he?
Well, so he was actually gonna be.
He was going to be.
Yeah,
right.
When they first got the idea to make the movie,
right?
But the movie took so long to actually go through and be created and be produced and actually shot that Mark Wahlberg was just, I guess, old, and then we had this new guy, Tom Holland, Amazing Spider-Man.
Love Tom Holland.
Yeah, come on, like he had to be Drake.
If we had seen him at the game, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a Tom Holland, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And,
But,
and then the Uncharted, that twist that they do at the end, where I don't know if you got that far, Rizzy. I don't think you did, because you would have been like, holy shit, what the hell happened?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's a twist in that game towards the end where you get to that World War II submarine.
pretty much
area,
everyone dies.
and freaking everything turns into a zombie. It becomes a horror game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, those Wendigo creatures that like jump at you. Those. Oh my god.
Funny irony in Uncharted is any mythical artifact that you seek after ends up being a cursed object, which should have been hidden in the first place.
Yeah.
So you're running in there trying to get it, and then you're running out trying to like go for your save your life.
Yeah, dude, that became a horror game for like a good 15-20 minutes. And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
This was such a fun, like, I was outside in the jungle climbing this and shooting that and whatever, and now I'm inside these halls of a freaking submarine or whatever.
Yeah.
And now there's these, and it's dark, and there's these creatures running around trying to attack me. And holy shit, this became like a zombie shooter.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
I was so scared.
I was a kid.
Because they were jumping out of everywhere.
I was a kid. It was really creepy. Yeah. It was really
I'm like,
creepy.
I'm running out of ammo here, bro.
I know, because they would not die.
They would not die. They had so many
die
shots
at all.
So that was like a huge twist, and I was like, ooh, this
Yeah.
is cool that they did this.
Yeah.
It had like a little sequence of just like, oh, here's some horror shit. Oh,
And
that's not what you're about, but I love it.
It was World War II stuff too, because you were over here using like an MP40 or something like that. I think
Yeah.
that's what it's called. But I was so much of a fan. I still am. I think so. This is over here the entire time.
Nerd.
This is this is the same journal in Uncharted 2 that gets used when you're trying to look for clues, right, to solve puzzles. Which is a very puzzle heavy game, by the way.
Does
Ricky.
it tell you where Nomi's copy of the game is?
Yeah.
It's probably in there somewhere.
We have to find it.
Decipher it.
These are the demon yetis, as y'all can see. These are the
Yeah.
demon yetis, and this is the monster version for Uncharted 2. One has its own thing. I didn't buy the journal for that one, but yeah, it does have different like a pirate ship thing, you know.
It's the replica from the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Exact replica.
I want to find Shambhala one day and find the Gentamani stone, but. You know, what if I find it and that's where your copy is? I'm like, oh, look at that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you want to geek out for this, it only costs $200 on Etsy. But you know, it's
Let's sell it.
no, it's someone else's work. Someone handmade this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you decided to buy it?
Yeah, they handmade this.
Was this $200?
That journal, yeah.
How much are you willing to resell it for?
Never. I will never resell it. It's a memory. It's a staple of something that meant a lot to me when I was a kid.
I'll tell you what. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway.
Wait. We can get to our 1,000 subscriber? No.
We're gonna do a book burning.
No. Let's not. It's near and dear. It's near and dear to me. It's near and dear to all of us. But I am looking forward to the next Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because they left a little cliffhangers.
Yep.
Mark Wahlberg has a mustache now. So it's just so according to Nomi, it's just Mark Wahlberg and a mustache. Or Mark Wahlberg in a it's just Mark Wahlberg each time.
He's the same character in every movie. Like, he doesn't know how to diversify.
Mark, I love you. I'm not burning bridges.
I don't
unlike
feel
you.
the same.
I'm not
feel the
burning
same.
bridges for you. We'll play Uncharted together one day, Mark. I promise you, Mr. Wahlberg.
I'm sure he's already played it to play Sully.
But play with me. Different. Have he inspired you to, finish the game, pick it back up?
As soon as you can get me Nomi's copy.
Come on.
He only wants to play my copy.
It's like $6 on like a pawn shop.
That's
or something.
$6.
That's $6 you can save. If you could just only, find my copy.
Man, being married must suck because you guys are like cheap as shit. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode of the No Watch Game Podcast. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. Last but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you can see what we're making next. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll catch all of you in the next video.
Wow, look at that outro, bro.
One mess up.
I didn't notice it, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
See you next time.
See you next time, everybody. Good outro. You gotta finish this game. You gotta finish this series, dude. That and Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, we're doing
We're
that.
doing Metal Gear Solid.
Well, we're doing Metal Gear Solid, but
Yeah, that's going out to the public.
that's true.
But yeah, I mean, Uncharted, you don't have to go to that. Just go straight to 2. It'll be fine.
Straight to 2.
Yeah. You won't miss a beat. It'll be fine.
Do you have that copy of the game?
I think I do. I think it's in my closet.
No, I took it with
Damn it!
14 years ago.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I need to take inventory of my shit.
I
Apparently.
think so.
I need to check in, check out.
So we lost that in the fire too.
The amount of stuff that I stolen from him is just astronomical.
Yikes.